Hey guys, what's going on and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hope if you're new and I'm really excited that you're joining me today. We are officially at the end of June, so I thought it would be kind of fun to just go back through some of my favorite things from this past month. And there have honestly been quite a few. I feel like June is like the intro to summer month for me. And so it's probably one of my favorite months of the entire year. So I thought it would be really fun just to go through and do a little favorites video. I just finished making my coffee. I did like a brown sugar shaken espresso thing, which I definitely would say would make my favorites list. But going a step further, I think my first favorite for June is going to be the Breville Bambino. I had an espresso machine for a while, probably upwards of maybe 2 years or so. I believe it was called like the Virtuo Plus or something, but I had that one in the color white. I used it for a really long time and there was nothing innately wrong with it, but I think I just was looking for a little bit more control over my coffee, whether that be the price of it, the type of bean, and just kind of like how it's made. And so really what I tried to do was try to find a machine that would do all of that for me, but still be reasonably priced. I know a lot of people got the Barista Pro, I believe it's called, and that was like the bigger of the Breville machines, but honestly I think it's like $800 or something, which I just could never justify that price. So I did end up getting like the smaller version, and it pretty much does exactly what the bigger one does, except it doesn't grind the beans for you. You do have to get like a separate device for that if you want to go that route, but it does have a milk steamer. It doesn't automatically do it for you, but honestly it's not that big a deal just to kind of move it up and down on there yourself. And so I feel like there was just a lot of advantages to it, and I was looking for something to replace my Nespresso for a reasonable cost. That's pretty much the gist of what I was looking for. I am so glad I went with the Breville Bambino. I feel like it's been such a good option for me to be able to kind of grind or just use pre-ground beans. It's been nice to have more flexibility like that. And then I think as far as cost goes, it has been way more cost efficient. If there's one pro that I had to pick with it, it would definitely be the price of each cup of coffee I make. I got a can of like pre-ground espresso beans from Smith's the other day. It was on sale for half off, so I got it for $3, and that literally will make me probably close to 30 cups of coffee. And so when you do the math like that compared to essentially the Nespresso pods that are $1.10, $1 each, I feel like the price really does sell it for you. So that was one really big plus. And then I really like that I also have the option to steam milk. So I've been trying to get better at like my latte art and stuff. But yeah, I would definitely really recommend it. It's really simple to use, which I really appreciate. I feel like I'm not trying to become like a barista at home by any means, but I am looking for just some good tasting coffee and a little bit more of like the whole creating coffee experience, if that makes sense. So that has definitely been my first favorite. And then this recipe I've been following has been really good. It's a double shot of espresso, and then I do like a teaspoon of brown sugar. You put that together, you can shake it up, or I use like a little milk frother too whenever I want to just do it really quickly. Then I add some milk and some heavy cream, and it just makes this delicious little latte. Another variation of this that I really like is I'll add a little bit of vanilla syrup, and I feel like that makes a really nice like simple vanilla latte. I do tend to keep things pretty simplistic, and so I was just looking for something that would give me good flavor at a reasonable price. And so I ended up just selling my old Nespresso machine, taking the money from that, and then pouring it over to the Breville Bambino. Okay, my next favorite for June are these pear eyeglasses. Now I tend to wear contacts. I have the daily ones, so I kind of just wear them whenever I feel like it. But I usually only wear contacts whenever I'm going out, and then whenever I'm at home, I'll just wear my glasses. But honestly, I feel like one of the main reasons I don't wear my glasses more when I go out is because it never feels like it goes with what I'm wearing. Like instead of blending in with my outfit or being like some sort of statement, it just always makes it look a little bit awkward. And so I was really excited to learn more about Pear. They are very kindly sponsoring today's video, and I have been raving about these to anyone who'll listen. This is the base pair I got. I got it in the clear pink color just because I thought it would like really blend in and look really natural. Here's what they look like on. And then I got 3 different little snap-ons. I got the red one, I got the tortoiseshell one, and then I also got this sunglasses one, which is honestly the one that I think I snap on the most often. If I had to pick like 2 reasons why these would be my favorite glasses, it definitely would be how easy these are to carry around. The fact that they just kind of snap on just like that is so convenient, and then these are lightweight enough to where I can put them in my bag. So for whatever reason I'm out and about and I want to switch things up, I can just take one off and put the next one back on. I actually really like these. I think that these are a really cute option. And then here are the sunglasses one. Honestly, so easy. These never leave my bag. I feel like one of the problems I've had when it comes to eyeglasses is that you can't really put sunglasses on over them, and I never really got into like the transition lenses, and so these were just the perfect option. Like I always say, saying, these have been the ones that I think I've been wearing the most, and then probably closely followed by the sunglasses one. The red one I thought would just be like a little fun pop of color. I have green eyes, and so everyone always says that red usually is a good like contrast color. But yeah, if you're looking for a pair of glasses to start wearing and you want to also be able to just put on sunglasses whenever you want, then I would definitely recommend that you check out Pear Eyewear. I'm definitely gonna link these down below for you guys so you can check them out. For reference, I am wearing the Pear the Otis. They have a really cool feature on their website that I used where they essentially let you try on the glasses that they have on their website. I feel like sometimes when I see websites say that you can like virtually try them on, you usually just like submit a picture and then it never really totally looks right. The way Pear does it is really, really cool because it actually shows you like in real time with the glasses on. And so I feel like it was able to give me a really good perspective on like what they would actually look like on. So that was just another part of the process that I really appreciated. Definitely check out Pear Eyewear if you're looking for a new pair of glasses this year. And again, you guys can check out the link down below for some more information on them. My next June favorite is the Spotify day list. Now, if you have Spotify, you probably have seen like your Discover Weekly and stuff like that, or like the new release Fridays. Well, they also have something called a day list. Honestly, they've had this for a while, but I have been recently really been getting into it. I feel like it's been a really easy way for me to find new music, and then also it just seems to know exactly what I want to listen to whenever I want to listen to it. I'm seriously always screenshotting the little names it gives the playlist just because I feel like they're always so relatable. But today's is Acoustic Banjo Thursday morning, and I feel like that's just super fitting. I feel like if you're somebody who wants to start curating more of their own playlists, that's definitely another favorite of mine. I've always liked to make playlists for every mood, every time of day, and I feel like the day list is just a really easy way for you to do it without having to like spend any time on it. And so it's definitely been a really big favorite of mine. I have really been enjoying listening to it. I think it updates every few hours too, so it's nice to always have like a new cycle of new music to listen to. And again, it does like a combination of stuff that you have liked and saved, and then also stuff that you haven't heard of. So I feel like that's a really good mix. And then while we're on the topic of Spotify, I'll also mention that for summer, I've really been liking the Coastal Cowgirl mix. I feel like it has a really good mix of like indie music with a bit of rock, beachy vibe type thing, and then of course a little bit of country music. And so I feel like that's been a really nice mix to listen to lately. My next June favorite isn't as tangible as the last three, but it's just as impactful in my life. I have been obsessed with going on early morning walks, and it's been something I've always loved for a really long time. I've always been a really big like walk person. And then of course, because I have dogs, that obviously plays into it too. But going on walks in the morning here has just been such a good way for me to get a little boost of energy in the morning. It really helps me clear my head. I feel like it also helps me mentally go into the day feeling a little bit more prepared and like awake and stuff like that. And so doing that has been a big favorite of mine. I've been going on walks a lot more with my mom too. So like we'll bring one or two of the dogs, go on a little walk, and that's been just a really nice way to start off the day. I think that the key here for summer is to do it early enough to where you don't have to worry about it being too hot outside, obviously. You guys know I live in Nevada, and so it gets super hot here. So if we're not up walking by like 6 o'clock, then it's just not gonna cut it. I think it's that combination of morning sun, fresh air, and then getting in some physical movement that has been like my favorite combo lately. We're gonna add some clothing into here because I feel like every favorites video isn't complete without that piece of clothing that you've been obsessed with for the last month. And it has definitely been this shirt. This shirt is from Free People. I don't quite remember the name of it, but I'll put it somewhere here so you guys can reference it. But these are the most comfortable shirts for summer. They're super lightweight and airy. I have it in this color and then like a reddish color. Both of them I wear all the time. I just feel like it's the perfect airy, flowy summer shirts. I don't know about you, but sometimes during summer, because it's so hot outside, I don't really like wearing super fitted clothing. I prefer that things be very airy and just comfortable to be in. I don't like it when stuff sticks to me or anything, and so this is definitely one of my summertime favorites. Up next, we have podcasts while getting ready. Now, I've always been either like a music while getting ready person, or I'll play like a TV show or something in the background. Either way, I kind of always like to hear something when I'm getting ready, doing my hair or makeup in the morning, and lately that has really been podcasts. And I feel like sometimes I go back and forth with listening to podcasts a bunch and then not listening to them at all. And lately I've just been on a real podcast kick. I will find a few of my favorites for you guys. So occasionally I'll listen to The Daily by the New York Times. I like the variety of topics, and it just feels like one of those that you're able to turn on and just start listening to. And so that's a really good mix. I feel like sometimes you get like news things, you get pop culture stuff. I feel like it's just a nice way to start your day. And then another classic I've liked for a really long time is the Stuff You Should Know podcast. That one I feel like is one of those that you can just put on and you always end it feeling like you've learned something new. So that's another one of my favorites. And then let me grab you guys a lifestyle podcast that I've been listening to. I do really like the Mel Robbins podcast. I feel like I'll listen to that whenever I need like a little boost. That's usually the one I go for. But yeah, I think those are the three that I listen to the most often. And I feel like it's just been a really nice way for me to have something playing in the background. I think that that's something that I really kind of always like to have, whether it be music while I'm cleaning or a podcast or something like that. I do like to always kind of like hear something. I feel like it just makes me feel a little bit more focused and productive. And so those are some of the podcasts I've been loving. We are working our way through this coffee. It was very, very much needed. Okay, and I thought we'd end things off today with a few of like my skincare and hair care favorites. The first one is definitely the Pacifica Salty Waves Texture and Hairspray. It's for all hair types, and I will typically just spray it on my hair when it's like damp. I feel like it's just such a summery thing to do. I always love the way my hair looks whenever we're like in the beach or at the water, and so it feels like a really nice way to replicate that. What I'll do is I'll take one of those like just spray bottles with water in it. I'll go through and wet my hair, and then I'll go in with the salt spray and then do like a little scrunchy thing. That usually gives me exactly what I'm looking for in terms of like a really casual and like carefree summer hairstyle. If I had to pick one skincare favorite just to end things off on, it would definitely be the Skin Smart Antimicrobial Facial Cleanser. It's like a spray, and I have been using this non-stop. I really believe that it's helped me so much with my acne this summer. I have really oily skin, but at the same time, my skin will get really dry whenever I use a lot of like anti-acne products. And this product hasn't been drying out my skin, but at the same time, it's really been just kind of cleansing away all that bacteria. And so I've really liked it because whenever I get home from a walk and maybe I can't shower right away, but I just feel like I need to rinse off my face, I'll splash my face with some cold water and then I'll spray this little cleansing thing on. And you guys, I feel like my acne has just been so much better. Like I said, I have really oily skin, and so I'm really careful with like what I use. I also have really acne prone skin, so I'm always really conscious about what I'm like choosing to put on. And so I have been really liking it. If you've also ever had problems with like getting acne underneath like workout tops or something like that, just because of sweat and dirt and stuff like that on your skin, spraying this on right after a workout has just done wonders for me, and I've had honestly like 0 to no issues with it this summer. But that is going to be my June favorites list. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I feel like that was a good mix of everything I've been liking lately, like a bit of skincare, hair care, eye care with the Pear eyewear, and so it's just been a really good month, and I hope that you guys have had a good time too. Definitely let me know some of your June favorites down below in the comments. I would love to hear what you were liking this past month. And of course, don't forget to check out Pear eyewear. I have been wearing them nonstop, and I definitely would really recommend them if you're looking for maybe trying out a new glasses company. It's great because you don't have to have a bunch of different glasses. You can just have one and then all those little clip-ons. And so it's a fun way to just customize your look and get a little bit creative this summer. But other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys.